This is Raziel. This is my submission for the last assignment of Mult160. Do a quick look at the blueprints. So this is my regular terrain. This last one is going to be my road. This is my auto terrain. I did put in 2 landscapes. I made sure to keep them small and apologize for the spaghetti going on here. But we have our grass and rocky surface, the normals, and the ORMs. I didn't do all of this here for the first one, honestly, because I liked the way it looked and I didn't see any need to change it. But with the rock texture, I made it a bit darker. Okay, so I added the level into the previous assignment. You can see I have a third-person character. I did an over-the-shoulder camera. I tried to make this darker. I think I would make the fog portion a darker red, but I was starting to have difficulty seeing in here. So the road is made with a spline. All the trees have collision. As we come through here, I tried to go for an evening sunset leading up to the level for the main game. I could use this for like a tutorial area, and then come around here, and I really like this part. It took me a long time to get the sun in the right place and playing with the fog. All of the fog are local volumes. And the main reason is because I was trying to get this look here. I used the same loot for the color grading as I did for the main level. I was having some issues with this transition. Oh, there it goes. And then we transition into the main game. And that is my landscaping assignment. With the questions, I did find the water, or I found all of the texture materials from Fab using a lot of the Quixel art. Same with the trees. Over here, I wanted to show a decay because of the dungeon. So I put a bunch of dead trees, and then I really like the water because when you got too close to it, it starts to sparkle, but you can't see the sparkle anymore. There it is. What else is there? I already lost the questions. So yeah, so I think this accelerates the development by using these already created assets because they're already made. And then you just make the adjustments to them that you needed to fit the scene. Yeah, and then these are static meshes put on top of the landscapes. I'll zoom out so you can see the landscapes. I was originally going to do this as one big landscape, or one, I guess, small landscape. but I didn't know if I needed to demonstrate the auto texture as well. I couldn't figure out how to do an auto texture and then paint in addition to the auto texture. So um, the side over here with the dead trees is the auto texture. It's the one without the grass. And then over here we have our grass. It's been auto applied. I try to keep the trees on flat surfaces, or at least surfaces where they would tend to grow. And what I had done is I had taken one landscape that I had made, I duplicated it, flattened one side, and put it across the way. I have collision boxes here to keep the player from exiting the level into oblivion. And then I also added a collision box for the water so that the player dies whenever they touch the water, because there are issues with the water that I don't want ever to be seen again. But yeah, and I was able to get that to work. I forgot to demonstrate that, even though it's not part of the assignment, but it took me a little while to figure out. And the game pauses as well. The reset functions still work. Let's see, I think that's all of the questions that were here. But I think the biggest acceleration to the process that it provides is the ability to put together, the vision that you have for the level as, fairly quickly. And then you can go back and, substitute your own textures as needed. And but I think being able to just convey what it is that you're trying to create in a way that others can understand, so that they can contribute, is I think that could accelerate the process a lot. Also, I turned off all the shadows for the grass. There are several lights in here that I have turned off shadows, and I only have one that's kind of lined up with the direction of the sun. Not entirely, so there are some shadows. I was still playing with the shadows, trying to get them just right without making it too dark. But I think there's like 6 lights in here that don't cast shadows, just to kind of brighten the area so you can see it a little better. I think that's pretty much all I did. And yeah, there's only I think 2 static meshes that I have just rotated in all kinds of directions and merged with the ground. And I can demonstrate that the collision works. So that's the box keeping me from going any further right here. What else was there? Yeah, and then I used the spline for the road, like I said, and then painted along the spline that I had created. That was not automatic. I had to do that manually. And then, yeah, I had to do some create, fun tiling to make this look right, because it is just one block going all the way across. But yeah, I think I was pretty satisfied with this as it is. I look forward to hearing back on your critiques. And I kept the same sky from the previous level as well.